How's it going, champs and champettes? It's FireMonkey here and welcome back to another YouTube video. So in today's video, I am going to be telling you guys everything that I know, or at least what I believe will happen in Season 3 of Chapter 2 of Fortnite. That's a lot of ups, but I'm just excited to make this video because I've been asked multiple times by tons of people, what are my opinions of Fortnite Season 3? Do I believe the leaks that are out there? And I felt this type of content would help give you guys a better understanding of what you should expect in the future, and my opinions on what may be real and what may be fake. Anyways, without further ado, let's get right into today's video. Alrighty, before we get into today's video, I do want to mention something. The background footage you see is a custom concept created by me. If you're curious what this looks like in the locker, it looks pretty similar. Here's an image on screen now. As you can see, I went the extra mile of modifying the name and the description because I just wanted to be that little bit extra for this video. Anyways, let's talk about Season 3. So a YouTuber and a fellow friend of mine named Tabor Hill made a video a while back talking about this mysterious person at Epic Games who has been giving them information, giving them the secret bits of information that no one else knows about. And at first I was like, oh, this seems completely fake. When I started getting tweeted it, I didn't want to say anything about it, but to me it sounded so suspicious, so fake. So what I did, I contacted Tabor Hill. We talked a little bit, but anyways, let's talk about what the leaks were. The leak number 1 and number 2 is pretty much that the agency would turn into a central plaza and there would be selectable challenges such as skydiving, parkour, quad bike racing, boat racing, etc. Now, they did mention that the Central Plaza will have a blue phone booth similar to the red ones, but instead of being able to change to a henchman, you could change your skin mid-game. Now, this was already suspicious to me. I'm like, why would they make it so you can change your skin in-game? Sounds kind of dumb. But then Party Royale came out, literally the next update after this guy mentioned, oh hey, Central Plaza, skydiving, quad bikes, parkour, boat racing, blue phone booth that you can change your skin in. It all came true literally a few days later, and none of this was in the files before he had mentioned it. None of it was in the files at all, meaning that this was an actual insider. And not only did it bring more validation to what this person had to say right off the bat, but it also showed us that while he could be saying positive information, correct information, you have to keep in mind that the way he's telling people is trying to be secretive so that, you know, they don't get caught or found out. So some things may be misconstrued and sound completely wrong, such as the agency being considered to be a Party Royale. As we now know, it's its own LTM, but in the past we thought it would have been the agency and that it was going to be destroyed. However, it ended up being Party Royale. Now, the next topic talks about something that a lot of people have had questions about, a lot of people have theorized about, and that is the map changes that will be happening in Season 3. Now, when we had the Travis Scott event, everyone saw a glimpse at the old map on the, in space, but I want to debunk this right now before we get any further. That was not the old map. So the mountains off in the distance, they've always had a super old texture of the map, and they've had looped graphics on it so that you would see Dusty Divot twice and stuff, or Dusty Depot. I forget which one it is in the map photo. But basically, it didn't confirm anything. It was just an asset that they decided to reuse from the previous updates and everything. So I just want to put that out there right now. Travis Scott event does not confirm the Chapter 1 map returning at all anytime soon. But what was mentioned by Tabor Hill's insider was that we will have the same type of map changes that, you normally get an update, a few POI changes or whatnot. But instead, it will be water themed. This is right, according to this leaker, according to this insider, the map will be heavily water themed, and if you're curious what that could look like, my friend Merle made this concept that you see on screen now, which shows how the map could potentially look like. Now, do I believe that this is what it'll look like? No, because if you think about it from a competitive standpoint, turning the whole entire map into water could completely just destroy building entirely. If Epic Games wants to do this, sure, it would be kind of cool. It would be a nice little gimmick. But for the main Battle Royale map, this is a terrible idea in my opinion, because imagine all the time you've spent, all of the the years, the hours, the days, every minute you've ever spent learning how to 90, learning how to turtle, learning all these little tricks and stuff with building. Pointless because the map is now water. I don't know how they would be able to do it unless they made it so you could build placing stuff off of water and it would kind of just like float on a little raft or something like that. But let me know in the comments down below. Do you think this will be the end of building in Season 3? Alrighty, for new mobility, we have the leaked Shark Submarine. It is a transport vehicle that will be able to be used in the water, and it's supposed to pretty much just be like a shark-themed vehicle where you can just ride around on top of a shark. Maybe it's a metal shark or something, but it would be interesting to see this in action because, like, what would happen? Would you just shoot a missile through the mouth of the shark or something? Because to me, it just sounds like a reskin motorboat with, you know, a shark aesthetic to it. Not really much to talk about there, you know, new vehicle, cool. Hopefully it gives us more mobility. But now it's time to talk about skin leaks. So for skin leaks, there was the possibility of a female Black Knight skin coming in Season 3. As you see by the background gameplay and the thumbnail and everything of this video, I made my own concept of what that could potentially look like. Obviously, this isn't confirmed or anything, it's just based on, oh hey, if there was a Black Knight, this is what I expect it to look like. Now, having a female Black Knight skin coming in Season 3 would be interesting, as I feel this could also kind of upset the OG players who have been playing since Season 2 and grinded their way or paid their way all the way up to the highest tier, which I believe at the time was 70? I don't remember correctly, it was either 70 or 80. But this could just cause some controversy, especially considering we've had so many Red Knight reskins and we've had the Black Knight and Ultima Knight. It feels like they're just trying to beat the dead horse, be like, hey, we know we can't give you Black Knight in the item shop or anything, so let's make a female version of it that looks pretty similar, maybe even looks better, and let's just be like, here's this, here's the next best thing we can give you. Now, that isn't the only skin, however, but it's the most influential one to hear about. The next skin is supposed to be the engineer you see in the background footage, just the background image anyways, and it's a picture that can be seen in Midas's desk in his room. Now, not much is known about the engineer except the codename being Engineer, but we have theorized in the past that the engineer was the one who created the Doomsday device that Midas is currently using and we're going to have the countdown and everything for later on. But I don't really know how this will work. I mean, I understand the skin, but the second part of it sounds sus to me. The second part is, oh, you get a giant bird-like creature that will, like a bird-like glider. And we've already had a bird-like glider, so it's like, will it just be a reskin? Will it be something completely new with a brand new animation? I don't know, but either way, it's a really nice skin, so I can't wait to see it come to the Battle Pass or the item shop if that is what shows up. But also, there was a robot version of Meowscles that had been in this giant leak from Tabor Hill and his insider. Now, in my opinion, if we do get a robot Meowscles, which I doubt for some reason, I just don't feel like they would put the same skin in the Battle Pass for the exact next season unless they're trying to pull a Pilly and just make it the meme skin, you know? I feel that if they were to make a robot Meowscles skin, they will do it similar to how they did the Pilly 1000, like Mech Pilly skin, where it's like a bundle. It's a item shop separate thing, not a battle pass thing. Because imagine, it's like, oh, you didn't buy the previous battle pass, here, have a cooler Meowscles, depending on how it looks. Obviously, I don't know if it looks cooler or worse, or if it's even coming to the game. These are all obviously leaks that came from an insider, and anything can change at any time. But for our next skin, it says that it's a remix of the Technique skin and a female Dark Voyager with a pink color. Now, this is obviously like not verbatim of what Tabor Hill said, it's just notes I left down. But I do think it's a female Dark Voyager skin, and I do think that it has a purplish or pinkish aesthetic to it. I don't know where they got the Technique part from. Maybe there's another skin that they got. Okay, so here's actually what I think about this. So maybe there was a Dark Voyager skin, that like a reskin or something that's coming out for it, but there was also a Technique reskin that they're working on behind the scenes. Obviously, I don't know what's going on, but I'm just interpreting this based on the leak and information out there. Now we have probably the most controversial, most intriguing topic, and that's a possible Aquaman collab. As we know, this season's secret skin was Deadpool. We didn't really have an actual secret skin, we had Deadpool, but we knew from the start of the season, yo, here's Deadpool right there in the flesh, and it got clickbaited for months and months on end until it finally came out, and then it got clickbaited even more when they found out there's a snorkel version of it. Now, there has been some talk about a Aquaman collab as the secret skin for Season 3, and in my opinion, I feel it's way too close to the previous collab with the Deadpool one, and I feel like it's too cliche that I almost want to say that they'll do Poseidon or something instead, something that's not related to a big name brand, because right now, it's like Fortnite's baby is Party Royale, and Party Royale is their way of basically getting advertisers, their way of honestly competing with places like Netflix, YouTube, and Twitch. So it's interesting to see what actually goes down, but I feel that Aquaman, I just don't know. I don't think Aquaman is going to be the secret skin. In my opinion, I feel like it will be Poseidon. But obviously, nothing's confirmed. For all we know, we get Minecraft Steve as the secret skin. Because this is all just insider information and things change all the time in development. For our next topic, we have a customizable glider. Now, according to Tabor Hill's Insider, apparently Maya will be getting their own customizable umbrella for the Season 3 Battle Pass. However, I do not think it's going to be in the umbrella. Yes, I know, I'm getting super skeptical here and I'm saying things like, oh, it's not going to be that. I do not believe in that right there. But the reasoning behind this is because in the files we have an unreleased item shop glider, which is supposed to be a part of Maya's set. It's never came out yet, and I feel that instead of getting a customizable umbrella, we'll get the customizable glider as either a bonus or an item in the Season 3 Battle Pass. Now, obviously, it doesn't have as much customizations, and if I remember correctly, there's only 4 or 5 different styles for the glider currently in the files, but considering the fact we're almost upon Season 3 and it still isn't out yet, it makes me think that the customizable umbrella is actually the glider that had been leaked a while ago. So for our final 2 topics, I'm going to be actually merging these into one, and I'll explain later on. But we have elemental fire damage, which apparently will be able to catch builds and everything on fire. But also there is a fishing book, which apparently, based on what everyone's thinking, is a book that will be like, oh hey, here's all the fish you've caught, here's the rarity of them. And while that would be cool, considering how they would have to add a lot of variety and different abilities to the fish for it to be effective, I feel that the fishing book will work similarly to how it does in Minecraft. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, in Minecraft you can fish up enchantment books, and these enchantment books can be like feather falling, haste, any effect in Minecraft that increases the ability of items. Maybe you can fish up these rare books that give your weapons elemental damage, such as fire, maybe even like water where your builds are slippery or something. It just sounds like if they did add fire damage, it'd be some super rare drops similar to how the mythical goldfish is, but it would be a super rare drop from fishing books, and you would still have to go and find an upgrade station for it to be useful. And also there's the flare gun, which maybe the elemental fire damage is just for the flare gun. You go boop, shoot it at a build, and boom, it's on fire because your flare gun. But obviously, this is all skepticism, good big words. My name's FireMonkey. If you like this video, if it was informative, if it gave you any different ideas on how the season may happen, make sure to drop a like on it, and while you're down there, consider subscribing. My code is FireMonkey in the Fortnite item shop, and I am out. Peace.